Hey guys, we're here live. Today is just a typical day. We've got the kids doing homeschool. Alex, I gotta show you Alex's awesome paper. Look at him. He drew Venice and Italy, the flag, and then look at the crane holding up the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
With a bunch of
Anyway, he's having a lot of fun learning about Italy today. Now he's going to write down the countries. Yeah, go ahead and write down all the countries that are touching it. Oh, hey guys, we've got some people on here already. How are you doing? Everett is writing a comic. I wanted to show you guys real quick.
It's not done.
Oh, yeah, it's not done, but that's really funny. If any of you guys have seen, hey Blue Hydrant, we love watching Pee-wee's Big Adventure. So if you guys know Pee-wee's Big Adventure, hey Pioneer Bee Company and Homestead. But Everett loves that show, and so he is quoting that. You'll have to, if you know who Large Marge is, you'll know what part of the movie he's quoting in his comic. It's funny. Hey Muna Masood, how are you guys doing? What?
That's a movie.
Oh, I'm doing a live stream. See? There's people commenting. Trent is working on the house. Hi, little. Oh, okay, but I'm trying to find out all your names. It disappeared. And Trent just barely came inside. He was working on the house.
Hi.
Hey.
Sorry I'm late.
That's okay. Oh, Banjo wants to show you guys. She's drawing a grave, a Halloween grave for her homeschool. Here you go. And she's learning her letters to do the R.I.P.
Grass.
Did you do grass? Good job, sweetie.
I'm going to show her you do the candy corn. She's done some really cute
Oh yeah.
new words and drawings to go with it. Look at my hair. That is awesome.
That's so special.
Candy corn.
Hi,
Yeah.
Sashin's Kitchen. Hi. Banjo says you guys are so sweet. Oh, look. There's Banjo's candy corn and her witch. That's a mom witch. Can you see? I can't tell if I can see.
Mom. And the other witchy. That I mean.
Oh, I know.
Oh, Banjo wants to show you another witchy. That is so cute.
Good job, Dan. I love it. Love your long hair.
So we don't really know what to talk about. So go ahead and ask us questions if there's something that you're thinking. We could just talk about whatever, I guess. Everybody says they love your witch, Banjo. See, it says, "Hi, great witch, Banjo." That's what Annie said. Thanks, Annie. Hi, Annie. Oh, somebody wants to ask you, Banjo, how old are you?
5.
Hi, Terry. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So Banjo's 5 years old. Emmy, do you want to show everybody how old you are?
Do you know how to do it?
Two?
Do you do that?
Two.
Do.
When Emmy woke up this morning, it was so cute. She usually cries for mom and wants to be cuddled. And this morning she woke up and said, "Buddy boy," in her cute little accent. Buddy boy.
Buddy boy.
Buddy boy. Buddy boy. Buddy boy. Yeah. And that means Alex.
That was really cute. She was calling for Alex first. Hey, Albert.
So Alex even got her out of bed and was cuddling with her and playing Legos with her for a little while, and that was just really cute.
Banjo.
Silly.
Looks like you drew on your face for homeschool.
Yeah, really.
Heavy as zombie.
So what I was doing outside is I was putting up the stucco lath on top of the, up at the, what do you call it, the overhang of the, where the roof meets the wall, eave or whatever. Because I found that it hasn't even been 48 hours since I just put up the new,
Hi, Susan.
the
Hi,
new
Mrs. Khan.
spray foam and all this stuff to seal in the house. And the birds were already pecking right through it. So I have to go up there and fix it already after I put up the lath.
So that's something that we would love to pass on to anyone. Banjo's saying hi to everybody.
Anyone who's doing foam underlayment
Yeah.
for their stucco.
What's the kind of foam that it's called?
Polyiso.
So polyiso foam. If you leave it up without covering it with lath, the birds will move in.
Instantly.
Yes.
This has been an ongoing project. It just takes forever to cover an entire house, but we'll get it stuccoed
Don't
if
say
we
hi.
have any more days that aren't freezing.
Bye-bye.
We're not saying bye-bye yet, huh?
That's Banjo's or Emma's favorite part of the vlog is saying bye.
It amazes me that you guys would tune in 3 weeks in a row and say hi to us, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
Some of you,
we're
this is your
grateful. It's
first
fun.
time, and if so, then welcome and thank you for joining us. And if it's your third time joining us for these weekly live streams,
Awesome.
yeah, you must really like us, and I don't know why. I'm sorry if it's a little bit disorganized today. We just have, I don't know, we kind of
We've got stuff.
just wanted to get going on stuff,
Yeah.
and didn't plan for this. But what the kids are doing for homeschool is always interesting to me, and what I'm doing for projects in the house is always interesting, and
Yes.
to us, to us it's interesting, and I'm sure your lives are interesting to you. Hopefully they are, anyway. Did you show what all the other kids were working on?
Yeah, I
already?
showed Banjo. Yes, they are hands. They love that camera.
I need a drink of water.
This week I'm going to be painting a lot more than I have been in the past little while.
Hi.
With getting the tomatoes and peppers all harvested and put up.
We have a little
and-
more free time now.
Yeah, and with getting the house kind of more ready for winter. Yeah, so I'm going to be painting this week. Do you guys want to see what I'm working on?
Yeah.
See if the Wi-Fi will reach.
We just got a painting back from a gallery.
Just a local gallery.
That we can show you. That's right now. That's covering up his painting that is currently working on. Hey, Willow Creek. So this is the one that just came back from the gallery. Let me zoom out so you can see the whole thing. That's Lizzie back when she was like 9. She's 13 now, if you didn't know. What the heck? We didn't tell her she was allowed to do that, but teenagers, they don't listen. No, so
Going on being a teenager for years.
yeah, this is a painting that is
9.
typical of what Trent does, I guess.
Yeah, this is how we make our living.
That's 9.
Because the sale of one of these types of paintings
Big 9.
puts us through several months, and that's a good thing because we only sell several of them a year. But see behind me, there's a commission that I'm doing for somebody that we traded all of our family's
it was
beds
a
for.
work trade. They own a bed company with really nice mattresses and spring forms. What do you call them? The bed part that goes under the mattress. So that was a really cool thing. I think you guys already saw this one of Lizzie.
Yeah, I've been working on it on and off over the year and a half that I've had it around. Thank you.
Thanks, Annie Martin.
So, I've neglected my career a lot, largely because of YouTube and largely because of homesteading.
Well,
And
this house
yeah,
definitely
this house takes a
put,
lot of time.
put things on the back burner. Do you want to
Yeah.
hold this, Van? It's hot in the...
I mentioned, look at all that stuff that still has to be done. It's amazing what you notice in your own house after you've already taken a photo of it, or made it public in this case.
Bye-bye.
A lot of work to do in this house, inside and out. A lot of problems from the past owners that we're still fixing, amazingly, 4 years later. And we're just, as we're living in the house, of course, we're taking it slow because we can't just put everything on hold and move out. Well, I guess we could, but that's besides the point. Our point is to save money and to live slowly and not worry about things like that. But yeah, you can see that this ceiling in my art studio is, and the wall behind me, has a lot of work to do. And that behind where Laura Jean just passed is our old kitchen. We used to have our entire family living exclusively in this part of the house for a long, long time. Trish knows, Willow Creek Homestead. And they've been through the many stages of our restoration and remodel with us. But it's been fun to look back and see how far we've come. I mean, we used to have our Christmas tree in here, and I would paint in a corner. Our living room was there. Our dining room table was right over there behind me, and our dirty dishes are there.
It's all half ripped out because we're moving it to the other part of the house, the new kitchen. It's all in transition. A couple people asked what we're going to be doing in the future with, like, what are our future plans for homesteading. And
I'd say off-grid is the ultimate goal. Utter complete self-sufficiency.
One of the reasons we moved is because we felt an overwhelming need to be more prepared. We wanted to be debt-free. That's why we bought a really old fixer-upper house, so that we could pay it off and not owe any money and have that be hanging over our heads. And then therefore from that it's all just been in a need to be more prepared for emergency situations and other things like that. So growing all our own food, potentially being self-sufficient as we possibly can.
Yeah, when we bought this place, oh dear, just a sec. Careful.
So Emmy's climbing on Trent's paintings and frames, so we're trying to fix that.
Not let her ruin $1,000 canvases. Laura Jean's just looking through the...
Sorry, there's a silence because I'm reading what you guys have to say. Let's see. Michigan Show Pony says, I need to take lessons from you on how to live slowly.
It's no fun.
I lost my way. It takes...
We lose our way sometimes too, Renee, and...
It's true. When
we get caught up and...
We get caught up in, like, oh my goodness, how long is it going to take before we finish this house? And then you get that, like, and then you want to work on it. But I think...
We got caught up in making more money so we can work faster, and in reality that doesn't... Sorry.
No, it's okay, yeah. Just making goals and then reevaluating those goals frequently. What's the definition of a happy life? And a finished house, we've learned, isn't necessarily have to be part of that for us. We can do the slow... I mean, an organized life is ideal. If we weren't working on the house, I think it would torture me. But we are working on it. We're changing it. If it wasn't progressing, I think I would go nuts. But
we're always making little changes. Sometimes even just the planning stage feels like progress to us. And it is. It definitely is real progress, even if we're not picking up a hammer or something. And I guess that's just what keeps us going, because we're working towards our dream. Even if this is like the 50-year plan, it might take us 50 years.
I'd rather have our house done in 50 years than to wait 50 or, even a few years to create a relationship with our kids and give them a healthy lifestyle and meet their needs in all aspects of their lives. And us spending time as a family and being together and being relaxed while we're together is something that, like, we physically hurt when we don't get that family time and that slow together, like, do nothing. We don't do nothing. We do a lot of something together all the time, but relaxed, even though we're doing something. I don't know how to explain that.
Yeah. Well, Susan mentioned, eating the elephant one bite at a time. That is funny because we actually made an elephant door when we were
Yes.
taking out giant walls, and the kids were kind of a little bit scared, and we just made light of it and just said, well, we're just making our elephant door for when we get a baby elephant someday, and which harkened back to when Everett used to say that when we moved to a farm, this is before, when all the paperwork was going through, he said, now that we have a farm, we can get a baby elephant. And Lizzie wanted a dolphin. I remember.
Yes, she wanted a dolphin. Everett wanted a panda. Did you already mention that?
No.
Daddy,
And an elephant.
I'm gonna show this to them.
Okay.
Somebody says, does our income from YouTube help? Yes, it
It
has.
does help.
Once we passed August is when we were able to relax a little bit as far as
A baby kitty.
we're not meeting all of our needs with YouTube, but it is definitely taking off the anxiety of making more,
Yeah, and okay, so I'll just share how much we make on YouTube because I've seen tons of videos about it, and people are always saying, this is how much I make, and then they never get to it. They never actually say the dollar
Like the
amount.
title is like, how much we make on YouTube, and then
They say, oh, we don't like to talk
I
about
don't
money.
really want to talk about money because that's not the purpose of my life, which we agree.
It's $500 approximately, $489 or something like that.
And it fluctuates all the time because sometimes one month will have a lot of views and other days or months have less, you know.
If there's anything we've learned about YouTube, that you cannot stake your life on it at all.
Yes,
It's just
it's
a passive but very fluctuating income stream. And where we spend a lot of time on it, it is certainly not worth it as far as like dollar per hour, because it's about $1 per hour of time that we put in, probably. It's a little bit better than that now, but if you average it out from the time we started vlogging every day, it's ridiculously small amount of money per hour.
So cute.
Yeah, she's so cute. Can I go take care of her? Over there? Sweet girl. You can stay here though.
sorry, I'm reading. You keep talking while I read.
It's a significant, well, if you combine that with the very generous donations from a lot of different people added up on Patreon, we are now making as much through YouTube-related efforts, YouTube and Patreon combined, to equal the $650 that we used to spend on our monthly house payment. It was a tiny house, and I say tiny house. Nowadays, tiny house means something different. But compared to what we're in now, it was a very tiny house on a very, very tiny city lot. And I don't know, just comparing what that was then and what we had to pay for, a large amount of my time was spent just paying for bills and the house payment, and we don't have any of that now. It's kind of amazing. And we're definitely not self-sufficient yet, and so a lot of our money still goes towards food, and it makes me sick. I hate it.
We
I
hate
that we
going to
still
the
shop.
grocery store, and depending on that, that's definitely a goal. Yesterday, I made an entire meal from the garden. It was so gratifying. We had mashed potatoes, and we had roast vegetables. So we did beets, carrots, and Brussels sprouts, and it was all from the garden. It was so yummy, and it was gorgeous.
Renee, thanks for joining us. Go get your cheese made. She's making cheese. That's so
Awesome, that's awesome.
cool. So I saw, I don't know how we want to address this. Somebody said, what church do we go to? Well, may or may not go without saying, but we are Christian. We worship Jesus. And we talked a lot about this before we even got started on YouTube, as we knew that question would come up. And
No matter what denomination we are, there are people who disagree, but I kind of feel like, whatever. I mean, you tell people what way you homeschool and people are going to be haters, so whatever.
I don't know. So maybe right now the name of our church wouldn't matter, because we don't want people to love us more because we go to the same church as them, or one that they happen to agree with the nuances. And we don't want anybody to decide not to watch our homesteading and our lives just because we don't go to a church that happens to subscribe to the same exact things that they do.
The message that we want to share covers so many things, but that's just a tiny part.
But however, if you do,
It's a huge part of our lives,
it's
but
the part of our lives. It's what, it's how we base just about every decision that we make, and even business decisions are very much. The name of your church is Born Again Christians. I don't know. Even that has so many different. Depending on who you ask, that can mean so many different things. So I don't know. Religion is.
We want to consider ourselves devout. We'll give you that.
Very devout.
We go to church
very
every
devout
Sunday,
followers of Jesus, so.
and we try as hard as we can to put His teachings into every part of our lives as much as we can. We're not perfect, but we try.
Love God and all
that
of you.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's a good way to say it.
Yes, yes. One of the, I'm trying to go back. I want to say hi to all of you guys, and the comments are coming so fast. Thank you, Christy Wright. She was saying that people could take a lesson. What an amazing childhood we're creating for our children. A lot of times I think of the kind of things that I experienced when I was a kid, when I was free to do the things that I love, running through the field next to my house and different things like that. And we try to recreate those moments for our kids. And we'd like to hope that they're working.
YouTube is mad money, yeah. Just kind of there or not, depending on the month.
Yes.
But I don't know. I'll just be real. It's really hard to be a YouTuber because we
consider ourselves.
We are very introverted people naturally. Extremely scary introverts. You wouldn't even believe it. Because we don't exude that on our channel. We can pretend for long enough to be on a live stream, but that's about it. And I kid you not, we will not be able to socialize with anybody for the
After this is over, we'll be like totally exhausted.
This is like our social thing, except maybe Trish.
we enjoy hanging out and talking with you guys, but just the classic definition of an introvert is that they need to take a break and rest from it afterwards.
Yeah.
It's not that we don't enjoy you guys.
Yeah, we love. I mean, we actually crave socialization, and we feel like we're getting a real benefit from YouTube out of it. That aspect of it. But yeah, so anyway, I guess the point is it's hard for us to go out of our comfort zone, and it was extremely hard at first, and we've kind of gotten used to it, and
It's become kind of a habit now, but I think with recent discussions we've talked about the daily thing. It doesn't seem very feasible if you're trying to live a slow lifestyle like we're trying to live. Someone asked, where did it go?
Someone asked if we eat a lot of meat. We are not vegetarians, but we are pretty close to it, I'd say, without actually being vegetarians. We do eat meat. Before we started YouTubing, none of you ever saw this. This is before we ever did this. We had a boar, a male pig that we bought for breeding. And he went lame shortly after we got him. And
delicious.
we ended up killing him and butchering him.
Now I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah, you did know. That was an amazing ordeal that threw us into something that we weren't really ready for.
Yes.
Anyway, we still have
meat from that boar.
About this for a lot, yeah.
After we honestly,
he was so fat.
Because he was so fat.
Hammy, we might end up selling the majority of the meat that we harvest from Hammy because we eat meat so little that it seems overkill to have as much as she's going to give us. So we're probably going to be splitting her as many ways as we can.
Yeah, so if there's anyone nearby that wants half or more of a pig, we've got so much pork still from our other pig that after we decided that we probably want to harvest Hammy, we thought, what are we going to do with 300 more pounds of pig meat? It's ridiculous.
We would have so many bottles, it would be nuts. Yeah.
Got foam on my head.
Someone was asking, do we grow enough food that we could share? And do we? And with Hammy, yes. We're probably going to be having to share because
except the bacon, as Willow Creek.
Yes, that's right. I want bacon. We'll cut the bacon off and then give everybody the rest. Because we didn't get any bacon from our other boar because we didn't know what we were doing. We just cut up all the meat and put it in bottles and called it good. It tastes great. So if you don't know what you're doing, it still gives you food. But yeah, so we do want to share our excess, but a lot of things that appear to be excess in our vegetable garden
Are how we actually live and survive.
actually, we've used up all the tomatoes
From
like-
last year.
we had 27 bottles of tomatoes and we ran out in 6 months. And so we had to live without the tomatoes.
Oops.
Sorry.
Every time I touch the screen,
We touched the screen and I hope I didn't block someone because it gives that option. So I'm sorry. But I think I didn't.
No. It happened because I touched the screen, so it didn't like that. Everything works with bacon.
Yes, everything works with bacon. Bacon is the best.
Let's see. There were a couple of things that I wanted to address here. Just a couple questions that I saw that I missed. Do you find it difficult to travel? Sydney?
Yeah, we pretty much only travel within the radius of being able to get home before night, like before bed, so that we can milk Buttercup.
Yeah, we would, I say we would because we haven't yet, go on an overnight camping trip and be back in time to milk the cow.
Yeah, we could do that.
But, I don't know,
I like
we
my
never-
bed.
yeah, we do. We never sleep well at someone else's house or at a campground. Not really.
I think I see in our
It's your
future
belly.
possibly if funds and everything lines up.
Silly.
Lizzie really, really, really wants to go to Europe, and I want to make that dream come true for her, and so my desire to make that dream come true for her makes me think, well, if Buttercup ever went dry during this certain period, and we have money, which we don't right now, then I would try to figure out something like that where we would have to hire someone to come and babysit our animals, but it would be during a time we could do it when if somebody wanted to milk.
Wow.
There's a way we could work it out, but right now it's not feasible because we just don't have money to travel that kind of traveling.
Yeah. But we have some relatives that just went to Venice and Japan for $300 round trip each.
That's what made us be
got us
like,
thinking,
ooh, I
maybe
want
we
to
can-
go somewhere.
I've always wanted to go to Venice to paint anyway.
That's what I was
It'd be
thinking. We
awesome.
would just
see the
We
museums.
learned that all the water is
Every time I
You have to drag it, I guess.
sewer.
We don't know how to work this stuff.
I'm learning. Someone found our channel. Yeah, a lot of people say they found our channel through the cheese making videos. It's funny, if any of you have seen our 3 or 4 cheese making videos, we have one that is our absolutely most popular video. In fact, that's where we make still 80% of our YouTube income.
Yeah, it's from the
And
one
we
video.
almost deleted it a week afterwards because we thought, oh my goodness, it just is so not to the point. It's
We
not
were
the
laughing
typical
that-
DIY thing.
Took 3 minutes to finally get around to making cheese, and then yet it's our favorite video. So if you're
It's everybody's favorite
or,
video, it seems.
like
yeah.
our most popular is what I
Oh,
meant.
yeah,
But yeah, I have a lot of favorite videos. But
Yeah, we do. We go back and watch them as home videos all the time. Tony Blackman mentioned our summer garden was very, very fruitful. Yes.
we were so blessed to have that garden. If you guys remember, who have watched the videos where our house, and not our house, but our property was flooded in the spring when we usually would be planting spinach and Brussels sprouts and cabbage, we're not able to plant until May. We usually plant in March. So we were afraid we weren't going to get the stuff that we're getting. So we're grateful. It's a blessing.
Yeah. What I wanted to point out too is the garden is still going strong. It's just that we don't have to water anymore. We harvested all the hot weather stuff and got it bottled or eaten. And now, so yesterday our meal was entirely from the garden. It was pork from our pig and mashed potatoes from our garden that we just picked last night.
Yeah,
And-
the Brussels sprouts and carrots and beets. Did you already say that?
No, not yet. Brussels sprouts, carrots, beets, all roasted in the oven together with garlic and oil. It was amazing. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to set you down to me.
And so that's stuff that we picked literally yesterday. And so that's fun. We still have, I guess you could call it a fall garden. It's our spring garden is what it is. And now it's finally, we didn't take care of it, so now it's finally giving us stuff now. But when you don't take care of our garden, it still gives you food. That's what we love.
Hey, Mom, can this be really
Kind of the
short?
back to Eden
Because
style.
Yeah, we've got like 1 minute left, Everett. He's impatient. He wants
Hey,
to
Mom,
show me.
I want to show.
You want to show them?
Yeah. And
Okay,
read
Everett.
it to them and. So,
Everett wrote this comic, and he wants to show you guys.
The first person to guess what movie it's referencing. Did
I
you
already
show it? Oh,
talked
yeah,
about
okay.
10 years ago, on a night like... Wait.
Just like tonight.
Just like tonight. The same stretch, on the same stretch of road. You'll have to help me.
I heard a sound like a garbage truck dropped off the Empire State Building, and when they finally pulled the driver's body out of the twisted, burning wreck.
It looked like this.
Ah! That was the worst accident I have ever seen.
Hi, Jenna Tools.
No, there's Nord! I get off right here. Tell him Marge sent you.
That's the creepy large Marge right there. Good job, Everett. That's awesome.
It's awesome, Everett. Put a lot of time into that.
Well, it looks like we passed the 30-minute mark.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, I do have an all art channel. A few people were asking about my paintings. Do more painting videos. I have two. I've separated the channels. I don't know why. I don't know if that was a good idea or not to have our art and homesteading one be more like all homesteading, which is what it really has become, and the other one, which is just my name, Trent Goodmanson. And if you don't know how to spell that, the link or our names are down below in the description below the video.
And so I think the channel link goes too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I guess we've passed our time, but I'll go ahead and answer more, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name, Dad?
Do I work in any other mediums besides oil? Yes. I started out actually as a sculptor, so I shouldn't say I keep up on that, but I still enjoy it and feel like that's in a way my natural medium. But I just wanted so much to work with color, and I was so inspired by paintings that at the age of 14 I decided to be a painter and to devote more of my art time to that instead. And I'm glad I did, but I do enjoy sculpture still, and I love watercolor, although I think it's extremely difficult to do a good watercolor painting. There are a lot of techniques that watercolorists use, and a lot of them are overused, in my opinion, to cover up lack of ability. I have to be careful saying that, but
I think it'd be fun to.
how to get the.
Do you want to delete that one message? I think it'd be fun to have Trent paint in a live stream, and I could just read your comments, and he could talk while he's painting, and we could have.
Dad,
would you guys be interested in that?
Dad, why does Willow Creek
'Cause that would be kind
Homestead
of
write
fun.
O?
And we could have you
Says-
paint. And
Paint
you
live.
could
It'd
still
be a
talk
live one.
about
It'd be a live
homesteading,
one.
any questions you guys like, but then have Trent painting in the video.
Why did Willow Creek?
Let us know what you guys think.
Why did they
Crocheting
write
would be that.
LOL?
Where would I get a quote for a commissioned piece? And am I affordable? No, I'm not affordable. I'm actually kind of serious. We can literally not afford my own paintings because the gallery takes so much, and the framing costs so much, and the shipping costs so much. If we were to actually buy one of my paintings at retail price, we would literally not be able to afford it.
And it's
But yes, I can give you a quote, so email us if you really are interested. Yes, live stream painting. Okay, so we've got some votes up
Okay.
for that.
and somebody was saying to show my crocheting and knitting. I was thinking I might do a tiny tutorial about that someday when I get around to actually knitting again.
You're crocheting.
Oh, paper mache sculptures. That would be really fun. I've actually been wanting to make some for Halloween. So I might as well turn on the camera while I do that. That'd be fun.
Sorry, we're missing so many people.
I
We've got
know,
a lot
we
of
get-
friends here. Daisy King Farm, hi, thank you for joining us and for being here.
Susan asks if I sell any of my crocheting and knitting. No, I just don't have time to even. Last
Long
Christmas,
time ago.
I was going to make socks for everyone, and I only made socks for Everett because that's how long it took me. And so Trent, who really needed socks, didn't get any, and so I'm going to start with his this time.
I think I have one, right? I have one sock.
I
still.
I made him one sock, and I didn't finish the other one because then summer came.
That's all right. It's a great wool sock, though.
And I always sometimes
Okay, a lot of
take
people
your
are
sock.
saying live stream painting would be really cool.
With you commenting, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I would
So-
read your comments out loud, and then Trent would just answer. And
So
we'd
I'm just,
talk about them.
I would like to get some feedback real quick from you guys. Make this a planning session for how
Sure.
our channel's going to go. Everyone's watching, so yeah. We would like to know if we were to. Okay, we announced a couple weeks ago that we were going to cut back and skip a few days here and there, and then we realized really quickly that it's hard for us to skip days because we're always doing something that we want to remember as a like family video kind of thing. But from you guys' perspective, do you want to see us every day, or do you want to see us every other day? And I'm going to just wait for some answers there while I read some comments.
While he's waiting, somebody asked if we have a P.O. box. Yes, it's in the description of every one of our videos. So if you click see more under the video, then scroll down. I think it might be at the bottom.
It is in every single description of every single video. But I'll just say it. It's P.O. Box 522, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Preston.
I get it confused because Willow Creek Homesteads is the same post office, and theirs is almost the same as ours. But ours is 522, Preston, Idaho,
Everybody's
83263.
saying every day, every day,
Every day, okay.
every day. I binge watch and keep my sanity in Germany.
Okay.
Thanks, Lori.
Well, we don't want you to go crazy.
So
We'll
we're
keep you-
522. Willow Creek is 544.
Okay, that's right. And theirs is like right below ours.
Yeah,
Or,
like right next to it.
yeah. We thought it'd be fun if we could send you guys Willow Creek
I think if
snail mail just by being there.
Yeah,
On the-
I
on the
wanted
days
to
that-
send the Willow Creek homestead a thing that said like, oh, we wish we lived right next to you, and we wish that we know that if we lived next to you, you would be our friend.
Hear that, Emma? We'll have to start that.
yeah, we're P.O. Box neighbors, Willow Creek. I was gonna say, if you guys want us every day, maybe we will do more painting videos because
Because we need to paint. Because I need to paint
because Trent is needing to. We have all these priorities, and now that fall and winter are coming, we have house projects which they're hard to film because Trent is like in his zone, and so we might get a lot of painting videos instead of building videos if you guys are cool with that.
Okay.
Or just like, random conversation videos.
Yeah, I think we might do a lot more. So yeah, I mentioned that it actually is easier to do every day because otherwise we get a backlog of videos and it's difficult to search through them and edit. And that's really where the time is spent with these regular videos. But yeah, I think a little bit more unedited things.
Rebecca just asked if the kids like superheroes. Yes, we just finished watching Spider-Man and Wonder Woman for the first time, and
We love
yes,
them both.
Spider-Man is the best movie ever.
yes, we really enjoyed them.
And we actually really enjoyed Wonder Woman as a character. Like, I don't know, from the movie posters, you'd never guess that she'd be a family-friendly character, but she's a very like upstanding individual and very
With good, I don't know,
humble and I don't know. I would-
innocent, and in a way, she's portrayed as innocent instead of what I would do. I don't know.
So anyway, we enjoyed it as
I
parents.
liked it.
Hey, Mom. Mom, there's one more comic.
Okay,
See?
so I think we're gonna wind down.
There's another one.
Everett wants to show you his comic. How does it start?
That.
Okay, and this will be the last thing ever.
Okay, yeah, then we'll say goodbye.
Once there was a man, and he went into an old house. Ah, said the man. Ree, 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 ree. Blah, and he turned into a pumpkin. Raw.
No.
And he looked like this. Okay. And he says, "You turned me into a pumpkin. Now I will do revenge. Ha 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 ha." I can't read that one.
And he ate the house.
And he ate the house.
Crunch, crunch.
Crunch, crunch. Oh, that's awesome.
Is Win in Idaho on here?
I haven't seen if they're on here or
Yeah,
not.
that's okay. We got some
We got some awesome mail. We'll have to
soap.
show that in a
We'll just
different
show it
video.
on
I'll have to go get
a
it.
public
but-
video, yeah, or a normal
Well,
video.
thank you guys so much for watching. We really enjoy having conversations with you guys, and we will see you soon.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
All
Because you
right.
won every day.
That's right.
Okay, thanks for the feedback. We really
Bye,
appreciate you guys.
guys. Sorry
And-
if we didn't get to your comments, but we'll be
and please
back next week.
Yeah, and before you go, if you wouldn't mind, it would help us if you would thumbs up or like the video before you go. And yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll give you time to do that as we walk back over to see what the kids are doing. Banjo. Oh, nobody's there anymore, huh?
Okay.
So cute.
You sure
You
do
wanna
like
say
a
bye?
kitty. Kitty was eating mice in our bedroom last night and keeping us awake. It was not fun.
That was obnoxious.
But we're glad that it was taking care of mice.
Okay, should we?
Okay, I'll go ahead and say goodbye to you guys. Thanks again. Bye.
Bye.